right, so I need a timekeeper. Who's going to volunteer? He's going to be our timekeeper, so he wants the stopwatch functions. If any one of them goes over 2 minutes, raise your hand. Okay. So we're going to start with the next section, client facing, and I'd like you to introduce yourself to Tori as introduce yourself with name and major.
Hi Tori, I'm Sam Chris. I'm a marketing major.
Hi, I'm Regan. I'm an accounting major.
I'm Shauna, and I'm a psychology major.
I'm Andrew. I'm a finance major.
Alright, so we're going to start with you. When you're working with customers, it's tricky to deliver excellent service to them all. How do you go about prioritizing your customers' needs?
So for the past 5 years, I've taught tennis at my local clay tennis courts. Teach people of all ages, whether it be 5-year-olds or even adults. Adults are really easy. I feel like they're just there for the social scene. Kids, they're really tricky. I mean, it's like 100 degrees on the court, and so you always have the kids kind of crying from the heat, or they're just trying to get attention, or whatever is going through their mind that day. I basically prioritize their needs and kind of focus more on the group as a general. Focus on the group and make sure like everyone is flowing, everyone's doing well. And if the kid's really in need, I'll pull them aside, I'll talk to them after the quick little drill. But usually it's just they're hot, they want water, or if it is that they're being bullied, I'll make sure to help them out and take both kids and make sure to talk to them.
Okay. I worked as a lifeguard actually for the past 3 years, and you always have some parents that feel that they want more, they want your interaction with them more. So that's very difficult to deal with as a lifeguard because your main job is safety. So you're trying to maintain that while always having a parent come up to you and be like, excuse me, can you watch my kid all the way over there, and something like that. So it's mainly prioritizing the people's safety that's right in front of you where there are other lifeguards right there, or compared to a parent who wants their kid specifically watched compared to the rest of the pool. So you kind of have to balance that, but I think that when you realize that the main importance is safety of everyone, you can just relay that to the customer that is telling you that they want their specific safety more than others.
Last summer, I worked in a marketing internship with an advanced cosmetics company, and the company was really small staff, so I worked independently, but it was definitely not prioritizing their needs when I was working with them with advertising for their radio advertisement, because you have to keep in mind that the business has a message that they want to relay to the rest of their customers. So for me, it was collaborating with the business and making sure that I was getting their image that they wanted to portray and their message really, really clear for their hometown.
I worked at a golf course last summer, and there's a lot of different members, and most of them have different needs. So some of them like to have large wet towels or small wet towels on their golf carts, and other people want different kinds of balls and different ways to stock their golf carts. So me and my other coworkers, we made a system to create a list, and next to each of the members, we wrote down their specific needs and wants, so it would make the system more efficient. And this system helped us create a more time-efficient way to help these clients out with all their specific needs. So I thought that was a good idea.
Great job, everybody. Tell us how you felt in terms of relevance, not a whole lot of preparation, but feeling relevant to the question and feeling confident and authentic.
I think mine was pretty relevant. I mean, talking about kids and how they have to deal just through adversity, like kids, their needs are kind of crazy. It was really simple, but I don't know. I felt that was a pretty good response. Confidence-wise, I felt pretty confident. I didn't feel like I felt like I lost my train of thought for a second, but kind of just repeating myself. That kind of caught me right back into it. So that helped.
Did anybody think he lost his train of thought? You think it's not noticeable, but in our brains, that half a second, that split second, where you think, remember why you want to say next, it's not visible to other people. So keep that in mind. Our nerves are kind of our own problem, our own internal secret, if you will.
Yeah.
So I thought that you did kind of repeat yourself, but it wasn't terribly distracting. I think the focus was on. Now, what was the result that you hit in terms of talking about the kids? What was you talked about the situation and the action. What was the result or the learning?
Just
Refresh my
making-
memory.
I guess it was just making sure all the kids are just happy and everything, the drills and everything just go efficiently and no one's running around.
Okay. So maybe tighten up a little bit more on that learning piece of it, and you'll
Okay.
see it on the video. But I thought it was a great example. Regan, how relevant did you feel your example
I
was?
feel like it was pretty relevant. I feel like I also picked something that wasn't really, you can't really prioritize like safety. So like, as I was saying that, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have picked this, just because I know you can't really prioritize one person's safety over the other. It was kind of like my way of working to fix like the problem, and it's like how I like deal with it, not really having to prioritize stuff. So I think I maybe could have picked something else, but overall, I was pretty confident in what I was saying.
I thought it was really a good example because you talked about this idea of competing needs. So you have a customer who wants their children to be babysat, basically, and your focus is to communicate your real role is safety. I thought you handled that really well.
Thank you.
Shauna, how did you feel about your answer?
I felt like maybe I didn't hit the prioritization right on the mark. I didn't really mention it when I was answering the question.
You said it almost at the
Did I?
beginning. Yeah, you'll see it
I
on
know,
the
I'm
video
sorry.
because I wrote it down.
But I just maybe felt like I was a little short. That also might be because of the size of the audience. I did answer a question like this in my actual interview, and I was like, able to elaborate on it. So maybe it's right now it's the fact that it's so full.
Right.
It's kind of hitting me.
You wouldn't have 15 people in a room. It probably would be another panel of 4 people. And some people are getting up, leaving, going to get coffee, coming back in, and you're not necessarily going to have all their attention. But I thought you did really well, particularly when you focused on the result. When you started to get there, you actually became more confident in appearance. So you said the advertisers were looking at their radio advertisers were looking at their image and the results that they were achieving. So thought you hit that really well. Andrew,
I
how did
thought
you
my ideas were really good,
Mhm.
but I didn't really convey them that well. And I know I repeated myself. I said efficient probably 5 times. And yeah, I thought the example was really good, but I think I just got a little nervous and I started repeating myself.
Perfectly fine. So your example is really about stocking the cart, getting the right materials there to please the customer and enhance their experience, right? And avoid an issue with them.
Yeah.
Learning from past needs and communicating. Employers love that idea. Focusing on wet towels, dry towels, how many balls they want. That's a little bit too much detail. I think you could skip over that and tighten it up. I think it's a good story that you should keep in your repertoire.
Yeah, I mean, was there anything else that you think I did wrong?
I thought you got right to the result. You hit the marks on it. So if you think that, did you feel
No, I'll see the
confident?
video, I guess.
Yeah, you'll see the video. And that's really the test. You evaluate for yourself whether you think you did a great job. And we all can always improve. This is an artificial situation, classroom setting. It's going to be